Today we are making delicious flourless chocolate cake, which is gluten-free and dairy-free. First, prepare your hot water to melt the chocolate later. Alright, so first, chocolate goes in. Today I'm using chocolate with 60% cacao. I recommend it, but depending on what you like, you can use 50 to 70%. And salt and oil. As a healthier option, I'm using extra virgin olive oil today, but you can use any regular oil. And we are adding coffee. By adding coffee, the chocolate gets more depth and flavor. I recommend dark, strong coffee. And for this cake, I also like to add dark rum. It adds more aroma and very sophisticated flavor in your cake, but you can of course omit it if you prefer. Turn off the heat. Once the hot water is simmering, stop the heat. With boiling water, chocolate could get burnt or the condition could get worse. Once you see that chocolate is completely melted and it looks nice and smooth, remove from heat. Now add eggs in the bowl and sugar. Mix right away after adding sugar so that yolks are not going to soak it up to create lumps. And we're gonna warm up eggs. By doing so, eggs get whipped up a lot more easily. You can whip a lot with shorter time. Mix constantly as you heat so that eggs don't get cooked up, and do not use boiling hot water for the same reason. Check the temperature, and if it feels nice and warm like a baby bath, remove from heat. Now let's whip up with high speed until it gets very fluffy. While I'm doing that, I often prepare cake liners for a pan. It should look very thick and fluffy like this. And in the end, I whip with low speed for at least 5 minutes to make all the air bubbles smaller, which creates more silky texture. And also, small bubbles don't get killed as easily as big bubbles, so it helps to create a little bit taller cake with lighter texture. And as soon as we finish whipping it, we add that into the chocolate mixture. When you touch the chocolate, you shouldn't feel anything. It should not be warm or very cold. When it is warm, the air bubbles in eggs get killed a lot while you are mixing, and your finished cake get a lot shorter with more dense texture. You can see it looks shinier, and when you drop it, it stays on the surface. Now immediately add about 1/3 in the chocolate mixture and fold. Mix as fast as possible so that we can put it in the oven while the condition of air bubbles are still great. Once they are almost blended, you can add the rest. And continue folding until it looks even. In the end, you'll see darker colors on the surface. They are either overmixed or not mixed properly. If you leave them on the surface, that part sink a bit because they are heavier. So I'm evening them out like this so that the surface slices flat in the oven. And today we are baking the cake in a water bath. Pour into a bigger pan up to about 1/3 of the heat. Make sure that the water is very hot. Add simmering water. The water bath creates more light, moist texture like souffle cheesecake, and the cake gets cooked slow more evenly in the oven. About 40 minutes. Once it's out, the heat goes down up to where it was before baking, and do not worry, it is totally normal. I like to leave in the bath for about 10 minutes so that the temperature go down more slowly and that heat go down more gradually. For flourless chocolate cakes, it is very important to cut with warmed knife because we cannot cut clean when it's not warmed. As you like, dust powdered sugar or cocoa powder on top. Garnish with some fruits, maybe some herbs if you have. And bon appetit! It is also delicious with whipped cream or some ganache on top. The cake is very light, moist, and rich. It'll bring you small but pure happiness in your day. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know. And if you try this dessert at home, please let me know about how it turned out and how you enjoyed with your family and friends. Enjoy pastry living, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.